Yo, listen, before we get into this video, I would like to say that I ain't gonna lie, streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 to a certain extent. When it comes to like doctors doing like surgery and shit, of course that's harder. I would like to say that is harder. But from the most for the most stand for the most of the most standpoint, 9 to 5s are easier than streaming. And I explain it a lot in the video. But when it comes to doctors like doing surgery and shit like that, that's a little bit different. That's probably a little harder than, actually trying to. What I'm trying to say is that for the most part, streaming itself and 9 to 5 itself, 9 to 5s are mainly easier than streaming. And a lot of the shit I was saying in the video, I was like, if I was calling anybody like dumb or anything, I didn't really mean it. It was just me, joking. But everything else I was saying basically was shit from the heart. I mean, I really meant it. I really think that streaming for the most part is harder than a 9 to 5. Simple. When it comes to 9 to 5, it's just.
How are you gonna disrespect your mom like that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder?
Oh, let me see this real quick. All right. Hold on, wait. Okay, so, all right, hold on. All right, hold on. This is why. All right, I'm watching this video. Right, it's saying 9 to 5 workers versus streamers. Right, which one is harder? This is why streaming is harder, especially for big streamers. This is why streaming is harder. Streaming is harder, and even for smaller streamers. No bullshit. This is even hard for small streamers. Let me tell you why streaming is harder from small streamers' perspective, and let me tell you how streaming is harder from a big streamer's perspective. A small streamer has to literally figure out how, because I'm pretty sure most small streamers want to become a big streamer, right? Small streamers have to figure out some way in how to make themselves bigger and also entertain the people that's already watching them. It's the same thing for big streamers. Big streamers have to figure out how to entertain and keep thousands of people entertained, literally, for hours. This is why streaming is way harder than a regular 9 to 5 job, my nigga. When it comes to the job itself, streaming is way harder than a regular 9 to 5 job. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Keep it a $150 with you, because as a small streamer, you have to figure out what can you do different from other niggas to make yourself entertaining and to make yourself bigger. Because, and this is coming from me. This is coming from me, myself, my idea, my mental. This is coming from my body. There's millions of people out there that there's millions, thousands, millions of people out there that does content and want to be a content creator. There's thousands and millions of shit that have already been done that niggas want to do. There's so much shit that has been done, but you can't even think of shit anymore. You can't even think of nothing different, really. I'm not gonna say, but you can't find nothing different to do. Than other people that don't do. But there's so much shit that's been done that you can't do if you want to be different. Like no bullshit. No bullshit. There's so much shit that's been done that's not different. Like people has already done it. So it's like being a streamer is way harder than a 9 to 5, in my opinion. That's how I put it. Because look, let me tell you why. 9 to 5, bro. You go in, do your job. It's that fucking simple. No bullshit. It's that simple. Now the mental aspect of it may be a little hard. You might gotta pay bills. You gotta do all that. But like, bro, because they didn't say, oh, whose life is harder. They said whose job is harder. There's a difference. There's a difference. When it comes to streaming, the job itself, streaming is way harder than a regular 9 to 5. 9 to 5, you just gotta do what you gotta do and get the fuck on. That shit not hard. No, that shit not hard, bro. Depending on what job you do. If you do construction, that might be a little different. I'm not gonna lie. But he's talking about you don't disrespect your mom. Bro. What do you mean? Bro, watch this shit.
That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your job isn't dangerous.
You would have to actually go to work.
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
You guys are playing video games. I play video games on my spare
I
time.
don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Mail carrier.
All right, so my argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9-to-5.
Yes.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. Not a.
How is it not? They have to keep millions of people in it. Bro, nigga, you have to, bro. It is you have to keep thousands of million people entertained. How is that not harder than going to a job that you know what you're gonna do? How is that harder? How? All you have to do is literally, bro. You have a simple objective, nigga. No bullshit. Like, what are you talking about? All you gotta do is deliver mail. These niggas gotta figure out how to entertain millions of people. Can you do the same? Oh, that's what I thought. My nigga, what are you talking about? Anybody can go get a job and go work and go mail and go deliver mail. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You can't, but you can't. A lot of people can't entertain millions of people. No bullshit. This is why streaming is way harder than a 9-to-5. I'm telling you, bro.
9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
How?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the
That's some bullshit. You started off where the bullshit at. Because how they gotta do the same thing.
motherfucking bullshit job and slave for fucking pennies.
See,
How is that harder?
that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day.
Bro. This argument is so dumb. How is it not? How is it becoming a streamer now? How is these niggas so dumb? Oh my
You
god.
go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up. You go. You flip some patties.
Nah.
Maybe you sign a few envelopes. Answer.
That's literally a job. You're explaining a job. That's literally a 9-to-5 job for most people. What do you mean?
Phone calls.
Nope.
With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch
No.
that never
When you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every
Bro, you can. This nigga is oh my God.
motherfucking day.
Bro, we get that you go through hard times. Everybody goes through hard times, nigga. Everybody go through the same shit. Everybody get treated badly sometimes. Everybody go through rough days. But bro, 9-to-5 is not harder than a fucking streaming. You streaming. You as a social media. Bro.
We have to deal
So
with
dumb.
thousands, tens of thousands of people.
Bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying. You getting hurt by 1-2 niggas a day. These niggas have to deal with 10,000 millions of people criticizing them, hating on them, thinking shit that they don't even need to be thinking about them. 24/7. How is that not what? I don't get it.
Critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we
Yes.
make, every thought
You
we
guys
have.
got it made, man. I wish I had
We
it made
don't-
like.
Guess what? They had to work for it. They didn't just get it gifted. They had to work for it. So what are you talking about? They had to work for it. They didn't just wake up and have millions of followers, nigga. They had to work for it. So what are you talking about?
Y'all,
We don't have
I
to go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put
That's
them.
what I'm saying. That's literally right there. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you why streaming is a way harder job This is why streaming is a way harder job. Social media itself is a way harder job than 9 to 5. Number one, you have to wake up, get on this motherfucker, and figure out how the fuck you gonna become a good be entertaining today. You have to work. You have to do this shit every day. You have to be consistent. You gonna go through your rough times. You gonna go through the bad times. 9 to 5. You wake up. You go to your job. You work. You're gonna have to work. You get your, you know what I'm saying? You get your money. Boom. You as a streamer, you work all the way. You work your ass off. You finally start getting recognition. You finally become this big person, and now you have to figure out how to stay consistent, how to stay relevant, how to, you know what I'm saying? This is why being a streamer is way harder. You got to figure out how to stay entertaining. You got to figure out how to do this shit for thousands of millions of people. This is why streaming is way harder. It's that simple. That simple explanation right there tells you why streaming is harder than a regular 9 to 5.
I'm in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through
Oh
every-
my God.
Thank you. That I'm telling you, this is a simple explanation right there. That's simple. I get that you've been working a 9 to 5 30 years of your fucking life, but bro, come on, cuz. The streaming shit is a whole different thing. Streaming is way harder.
God, I have to stream today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You got
high energy,
I wish I
24/7.
could be at home like you and get back and get paid
I don't
big
even.
money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit
stuff.
I got a slave just for not even $100.
Bro, these niggas don't stay at home all day. They gotta go out and figure out how to be entertaining. It's not that simple, bro. It's not that simple. No.
A year. I
Nigga,
gotta
he not paying. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No,
Guaranteed. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You can sue them niggas for them not giving you your money. What are you talking about?
not.
steady rate.
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
What? What? This.
But you have a guaranteed
Guaranteed pay. If
You have guaranteed paid if you work.
No, I
that's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
gotta work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't
just
get paid
to
either.
collect.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we
Huh?
have people in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video. You have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You
Hey,
guys like this stream?
That's me
Instead of-
24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
If streaming is so easy,
Go ahead and do it. Simple. Go ahead and do it. By yourself. No help. From the fucking scratch. From the fucking ground. From scratch. No shout outs. No none of that shit. From the ground up. And let's see what you do. No cap. That's what I'm saying right there. This shit not easy. Nigga. I'm experiencing it right now. This shit is not easy. At all.
come every single person in this seat is on the stream.
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat.
Skill issue.
Oh, so what? I can call fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm going to keep it a buck. That's your
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, you right, homeboy. You right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing.
Nah, I want to see all these. I want to see all these explanations, and I'm gonna debunk them hoes too.
These flags are actually
gonna do it.
useless.
They
We
all gonna be-
decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
What the fuck are you talking about? These are all gonna get debunked.
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
They do the same thing. Millions of people. Millions of people every day. Thousands of people every day. What is your point? What is your point?
Children every day.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10
All these are getting debunked. Like, bro.
kids coming up asking for a picture. You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever,
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever.
As none of it is any more secure. It's streaming because it offers steady income, benefits, legal protections. While streaming is unpredictable, highly competitive income depends on viewer support. And exactly, literally, streaming is low key a risk. It's not guaranteed. You can lose all this shit tomorrow. It's like a video game. You can lose all your progress tomorrow, nigga. That's what I'm saying. This shit is literally like a fucking video game in real life.
Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
you gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically,
No bullshit.
You said if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do.
What does this have to do with it? What is winning is harder? Like, come on now.
Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would
Job.
you do if you lost completely all your YouTubers? You had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work.
Okay, what does this have to do with which one is harder? You low-key proving his point now.
Did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur! If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But
and
no,
stuff.
he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn
putting it-
You're
around.
proving my point.
You would have
You're
to
proving
turn
my
around.
point.
No
You're
bullshit.
proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here.
You can go cook over there. You can go get a new job. No bullshit. This is way harder. I'm telling you. You can go get a... Bro, that's what I'm saying. 9 to 5 is so... Bro, you can go work at so many 9 to 5s. There's millions of 9 to 5s out here. If you get fired from a job. But look, if I lose all my followers, all my subscribers, this shit gone. Not saying you can't build it back up, but bro, if I lose this shit, it's not guaranteed to come back. You can guarantee to go get another job though.
over there.
You could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still
What
cook.
does that got to do with anything? Y'all are not saying anything. Y'all are saying a bunch of nothing. Basically, these niggas are saying nothing. Y'all coming up here to these seats, not saying shit.
Go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight yo, Lacey. It's the truth.
A lot of people don't even want to do streaming because it's not for them. They think it's hard, and it is. A lot more people go get 9 to 5s because it's easy.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 Loco cans. I gotta make sure I get the 4 Loco can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work. That's what we have to do.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you,
From
Rhonda.
Pine 35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3.
Okay. Well, the predicament in this situation is a little bit different than a regular person that just goes to get a 9 to 5. But I wasn't really okay. She's putting it back to the 60s, 70s, and shit like that, where criticism and all that. No, I'm talking about the simple aspect of right now, today's age. Streaming is way harder than getting a 9 to 5.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
you get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done
You
it?
get spoiled. No.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled, and your mama and daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving it to you.
Rhonda, I got a question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda. Rhonda, have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30 days straight.
24.
No, 30 days straight. That means niggas have to sleep on stream. You have to wake up, shower on stream. You have to stream, and then you go back to sleep again on stream for 30 days. A whole month. Nigga, you have niggas out there. Emily, shout out to Emily CC. Shout out to Emily. She's been streaming for 3 years straight, non-stop. Non-stop, sleeping on camera, wake up. She went through this shit for 3 years, bro. Niggas don't understand how
Hours
to.
a day.
Day and night. No break.
We all stream.
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have
clean
you
up
ever
after
ran a
you
3-minute ad?
pass trays, you're short-handed.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now keep.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person. We call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging you.
I got caught with my ex.
I got
in
caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And
That's the right here. I'm telling you, these no. This is the see this part right here. I'm not trying to be mean and be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But bro, saying a bunch of nothing right now. Like
it's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our job.
that's their job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
You're
brother.
short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually.
You a young nigga. What the? You look like you about 35, nigga. What are you talking about?
Any of the work.
Well-
during that, and it was all your filmers, your
he part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers, all the work during that.
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that. And
Get this nigga off the stage. Get this nigga out of the way. What are you talking about, brother? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Because streaming is not like a music video. Because it's what it sounds like you're trying to make it as. It's not a music video. You don't just come on. You don't just come up in a video and just sit and just do shit, and it get no. That's not how it works. You have to figure out how to be entertaining, bro. You can have all this production. You can have all these people holding cameras and shit for you. But if you're not entertaining, if you not figuring out some way to become, you know what I'm saying, entertaining and do what you got to do to keep your people up at times, niggas is not gonna watch you. It's that simple. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
It was all your filmers,
Is
your
he part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
That's
They
horrible
wouldn't have
takes.
any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is he laughing?
Why is she laughing? Why is she laughing? That shit ain't. He dead ass. Walmart Panera, that's a 9-to-5, right? The fuck?
Get me mad. I actually feel like they're wrong.
Cristiano Ronaldo streams are high energy, entertaining, often featuring Fortnite gameplay, funny reactions, and interactive moments with fans. Known for his humor and loud personality, he keeps his audience engaged with constant commentary and viral clips. On Twitch, he boasts around 3.9 followers, averages 23,000 viewers per stream. Exactly. He had to figure out.
Chris,
All right, Chris.
why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you.
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%.
Yes.
Social
Makes
Security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because their pay is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
when you go to work
Yes.
every day,
So
everyone's
you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you're someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9-to-5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9-to-5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or whatever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas, you have to stay relevant.
We're talking about ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to start with, though? But it doesn't make...
What? These niggas is making me mad, bro. They making me mad right now. Like, what the... What? No bullshit. These niggas is making me mad. The fuck? That nigga, this my dead ass right now, fool. Like, what? This shit dead ass making me mad, bruh. What am I watching?
About ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
what do you-
talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to
that's
start with,
one
though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make... But
Well,
you're not
you
even...
started with
You're not
pay.
even... You keep switching it, so why
I'm
don't you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
You know, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how is it harder?
He's saying a bunch of nothing. He's saying a bunch of nothing right now. He has nothing to say. Bunch of nothing. Literally, my nigga. Bunch of nothing. I don't give a fuck. It's just the truth. Streaming is harder than a 9-to-5 job, nigga. There's no argument on that. There's no argument.
To pay. I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like, what?
What are you talking about, nigga?
Stuff that you need creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch YouTube?
Much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the people that you're entertained by,
The people that yes, they have to figure out they have to figure out how to entertain you, nigga. It's not hard. It's not easy.
people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantees. Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example,
Yeah.
is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense of
hard
everyday
physically,
activity, because
there's
some
hard-
people around here said, "Oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m." Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
When
of people.
you're creating that content and you have your phone,
okay,
you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
What are you? What? Get him off the seat. Get him off the seat. Get him off the seat. What is he talking about? What's? How many views this video got? This video almost got 1 million views. Those are the people they had to deal with. They don't just deal with the phone. What are you talking about? Let me go to Twitch right now. Let me go to Twitch. These are the people they have to deal with. These are the people they have to deal with. They're not just looking at their phone and themselves. What are you talking about? Get them off the seat. What are you talking about?
Not true.
And you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all. I have an
Okay.
editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing
Which
any
is
type
later.
of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, "Oh, we're not doing it anymore"? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers
throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do. Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No. Let me hear me
Yeah,
out.
go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like, people
No,
like
let me talk.
friendships, relationships, which is the most
Sure.
important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
What? He has nothing to say. He has said a bunch of nothing. My nigga, you said a bunch of nothing. Fuck off the seat.
So you got a lot of flags.
Oh, fuck, nigga.
What's your name?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home, but if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to
So you're okay.
LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other
So,
opportunities.
you're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just like answer a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home. Like
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
so
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off
He was about to
completely.
k-
About to k- myself. Real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why you smiling?
We've all
Um,
Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
serious,
rent.
yeah.
So I was
You
losing.
were in the red every
I
month.
was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
I don't like why she laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You said that for the
That
first
shit
4
not
years
cool,
you
man.
started
Dead
streaming,
ass.
You had no income.
This
How are you
shit
able to
real
survive?
talk.
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How actually? How,
Wait, what?
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How actually? How's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that.
Nigga, what does that have to do with what's harder to do? What are y'all talking about? They saying a bunch of nothing. This shit is making me mad. Like, what?
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What is
take
that?
9
That's
to
a whole
5.
different discussion. So a lot of people don't have houses.
Like, I don't understand. Like, what are you talking about? You're saying a bunch of... I've heard 15 minutes of nothing from the other side. I swear. I'm so dead ass. I've heard nothing for the past 15 minutes. I haven't heard nothing. And I'm watching this video to try to understand why do these niggas think that 9 to 5s are harder than streaming. I'm dead ass trying to understand that shit.
A lot of
When they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or
But
accept
that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where.
So what are you talking about?
But I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience, and even if
What? Bro, Bro, a bunch of nothing, bro. This is
you
stupid.
do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say I
lose,
lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral
But that's-
videos. Even if people are hating on
that's
you and
not
shitting on you,
necessarily-
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Daz is a top tier variety and IRL streamer, averaging 12,000 views per stream on Twitch, with 930,000 followers, and peaking as high as 45,986 concurrent viewers. FaZe Adapt is a key figure in FaZe Clan. He helped shape the FaZe brand from its original stage to now. No cap. So this is really who needs to be talking. No bullshit. Because FaZe is one of the biggest gaming streamer organizations right now. So he needs to be talking. Him and Banks.
Alex. Gabe. Gabe, how
Shit is not easy.
Good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that
Let me tell you why this nigga's dumb as hell. He's a college professor, right? This nigga knows what he's gonna teach. He knows what he's gonna do tomorrow. He knows what he has to do for his job. Even when he go home, maybe he make a presentation while he's at home. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's gonna make. He knows what his presentation is gonna be about. Most of the shit that you learn, most of the shit that you teach as a professor, you reading from a fucking book. Like, what are you talking about? As a streamer, you don't know. You don't always know what you're gonna do. What's your next idea? You gotta figure this shit out. It's not easy. That's, like I said, that simply right there debunks everything about what he just said. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro.
I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not.
What does that gotta do? What does that have to do with it's harder? Again, niggas is saying a bunch of nothing. Like, what are you talking about?
It's a monthly thing, it's a yearly thing, it's a life thing, and if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful, because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers, and you have a large.
That's not true, bro. What are you talking about?
Large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs
So what if a small streamer walks into this room with barely any income, barely any, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people like that out there. A lot of streamers that are small that's only that money to pay their rent. That's not guaranteed that money. No bullshit. What are you talking about?
There's not a lot of jobs, as could be now. You know, they get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens.
When is someone called? When you know what cancel culture is?
Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen. But
Guess what? You can go get another job. That debunks get the fuck off the seat. What are you talking about?
able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you,
Yes.
you need to build that over years
Okay.
and years and
Okay.
years and hours of
Okay.
trust
All right.
and communication and intimate
No bullshit. Because if you say some shit and you get canceled, millions and thousands of people are gonna remember that forever. The shit is not gonna erase from their brain. If you get fired from your job, you can go get another job, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? Debunk.
relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you. You don't just fall into a million subscribers.
That's what I'm saying. You have to work your ass off for this, nigga. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said earlier.
Of course not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll.
So having a job is not normal? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
That it takes dealing
So having a 9 to 5 is not normal. So clocking in is not normal. What are you talking about?
people and getting comments and this and that. That's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to
Get out. Oh, get out. Get out. Get out. No, this nigga gotta go. Get out. What is this explanation? What are you talking about? Get out. What are you talking about? No bullshit, bruh. Get out.
your job and then be there and like be on the whole time, no matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor, so I have to.
Get out of the seat. Get out of the seat. You know what you're gonna teach. You know what you gotta present. You know what you gotta do. Get the fuck out of the seat. I'm not even trying to. No bullshit. I'm not even trying to be mean, disrespectful to anybody. I'm just being truthful. Get out of the seat. Like, no bullshit. I respect all you guys' job and what y'all do, but bro, y'all are saying a bunch of nothing right now. Cause like, bro, what are you talking about?
I have to do that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years.
No bullshit. You know what you're gonna teach. No bullshit. You know what you're gonna teach. You teach the same shit. As a streamer, you have to figure out new things almost every single day. You have to figure out how to be new and be different and be entertaining. So get out of the seat. Like, that's what I'm saying. Get this nigga out of the seat. What are you talking about?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, man.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Get out of the seat. You're debunked. Move, nigga. No bullshit.
You know what are you doing?
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making
Something read out of a book. My nigga,
content when I was 12 years old.
you read the shit out of a book. Most of this shit that you learned out of a book. You learn this out of a book that's already been made.
Started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I don't think anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could quick scope.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years,
Okay.
right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And then I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then
Okay.
do streaming.
Okay.
So
Uh,
you're
with how many
constantly-
people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Nobody. For years, niggas was by themselves. That's the thing they don't understand. Niggas, now they're big. Now they can afford a cameraman. Now they can afford people with cameras and shit. They can afford this shit. When you first started, you have nobody. You have to get that camera. You have to get the monitors. You have to get the microphone. You have to get this keyboard. You got to get that PC. You gotta have to get the lights for the shit. You have to get all this shit by yourself. When you first coming up, you have nobody most of the time. Not saying there's not a lot of people that have groups of groups of YouTube groups or whatever. But bro, most of the time, most streamers are by themselves when they first start.
Or which stage?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was
Was it just you? Like
No.
Okay.
It was just me. There's
When he first started, he was by himself, bro. They had to build this shit up, bro. It's not. That's where it goes. Again, what Adapt said. You don't just wake up with fucking millions of subscribers. They have to build this shit up by themselves. It's not easy, bro.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
No. So get out. This nigga he's making me mad. These niggas is making me mad. No bullshit.
It's on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5.
I'm about to get mad. I'm about to take my shirt. Bro, no bullshit. This nigga making me mad. Nah, no bullshit. This nigga making me mad. Watch it. Come on, damn. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. Niggas is making me mad. Niggas is making me mad right now. Niggas is making me mad. No bullshit. You making me mad. Did this nigga just say YouTube was easy? What are you talking about? It's not easy. There is niggas out there that have been doing YouTube the same amount of time your motherfucking ass been trying to become a doctor. And still don't have no fucking subscribers, don't have no views like that, and not making any money. There's the niggas, Agent 000, for example. Shout out to my nigga Agent. No cap. Because he worked his ass off from where he's at right now. Nigga, that nigga was doing YouTube for like 6-7 years, 5 years, and was making no money. No money. No money at all from it. No fucking money. No bullshit, bruh. No fucking money. Right? Just how as if you were going to school to become a doctor, right? You're going to school, you most likely not make no money. But once you get there, once you get that job, once you finally become that nurse, you're making money. You're guaranteed that money. You're guaranteed that money. But as a streamer, as a YouTuber, you can lose all this shit tomorrow and not get that shit back. This is why streaming and YouTube is harder than a 9 to 5. I keep trying to explain this shit, and the more I watch this video, it's making me even more mad. I'm dead ass. No bullshit. I can't, like, bro. I'm literally dead trying not to punch my camera right now because my camera is $1,000 and I'm not trying to break it. But, bro, if this was my Logitech, boy, this shit would be on the ground. This shit would be flipped over right now. Because the more I watch this video, it's making me even more mad.
Making it a thing.
That's
And
what
if
you
it
did
didn't
in the
exist,
previous
if
voice.
it didn't
So
exist, you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record, and then just talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on.
That is not easy. Let's go see you spark up a camera and go talk. And try to entertain thousands of people. Let's go see. And I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's not easy. You're making me mad, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go.
Right, but I also had to spend years earning my credentials and mastering.
So did they did. Same thing. But guess what? This is where shit, like I just fucking said 3 minutes ago. This is where shit changes. Once you get that job, you're guaranteed that pay. Right? Once I became a big streamer, and once you become a big streamer, you're not guaranteed that pay, bro. You're not guaranteed that pay every day. You're not guaranteed. You can lose all this shit tomorrow.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Once again, you played the game, but they have to entertain people while playing the game. Them niggas are not just sitting there playing the game and just being quiet and just standing at the screen and playing the game all day. No. You have to figure out how to entertain people while playing that game. It's not simple. And you also have to be good at the game that you're playing most of the time. Unless you're just a funny ass nigga. Like me. No, but for real though. No bullshit.
You just want to get paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
What is your point? So far, every single nigga that has said a 9 to 5 is harder than streaming has got debunked. And it's gonna continue that. It's gonna continue to be that way.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist. Physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality. You guys just,
I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone
know.
is very different. Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies.
But guess what? You're getting paid by the hour to do this shit.
You have to haul it around, get up early.
All you have to do is do the job. That's easy, bro.
In the morning, you stand on your feet all day. You never sit down.
I hear you. I hear you.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your
Just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
So
your
thing
job
is-
isn't
your
physically
thing is
taxing. You're just talking into a
So
microphone.
bet, listen. So your whole
She
thing.
doesn't get back.
Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No,
physical.
but-
I'm saying that
I
a
just-
9 to
y'all let
5
me talk for a
job where
second.
you physically have to do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. Could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller
Talk to
and
him.
make a 200K montage.
Talk
You
to
can't.
him, man.
No one in here.
Exactly.
None of you could.
carry some
None of you could physically
And you have
go
to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually.
Yes, you have to learn. You have to practice that shit.
Yeah.
Taking 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then your day is never
Yes, I
done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace?
No. You have to figure out how to be entertaining even more. Because once a nigga see you hit a trick shot, oh, I know you can do trick shots. What's next? No bullshit.
All of the things that you use.
No. Listen,
you have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When
Can
you're
you
done, you're
imagine
done.
these
Oh
things?
my God,
disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling and resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlining argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day
more-
to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and
Yeah.
hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't
how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think
How many
any of you
hours
guys ever
a
do.
day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
To
long
learn
I
it.
needed
12 hours a day
to.
to
However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be
Y'all
in the right
laughing, he's not
spot,
trolling.
throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drift.
Stick drift.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us. I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing. But that's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
Silky is a higher energy IRL GTA 5 streamer known for reactive and interactive streams. Alongside FaZe members on Twitch, he has around 866,000 followers, averages roughly 8,000 to 22,000 views per stream. During events like Subathon and peaked at 60,000 in peak moments. He stamped.
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian.
No disrespect to nobody, but bro, you just came in here with one of the easiest occupations ever. You just came in here with one of the easiest occupations ever. What does a librarian have to do that's harder than a fucking streamer? All a librarian has to do are make sure the books are all neat and well, make sure that all the books are there, all the correct books, make sure everybody's, you know what I'm saying, quiet in the library. Okay, my nigga. That's about it. Once you remember that shit, once you remember all that shit, you're good. You that's easy. I feel like I can become a librarian. The fuck? I don't want to be that shit though.
Librarian with elementary school children. I have been an executive secretary, legal.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
No disrespect to nobody.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the librarians.
all that, because it's who you are. That we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
Are you serious?
You have. False energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
So wait, isn't she debating for it? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
There's millions of people every day that they see every single day. Like, they interact with people for content. They interact with people over the screen. What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video.
Yes.
Who save lives every day. Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out to the clubs at night, staying out till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was having fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so.
So, but I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
Okay, now.
What kind of shit's going on?
What y'all got going on? Anyways.
You get to put some shades on and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But
hungover.
is that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this life.
That's the thing. We can't.
And that's what's happening now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9-to-5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people's
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many names we meet a day?
Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I
any
think-
entertainment?
Oh my God.
Of course I watch
So do you
entertainment.
ever-
I got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you- wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have
all
you ever been
depends
entertained
on
and been
what's
like,
coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is fake.
right now.
Some of it is fake.
You see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now.
all right.
Yeah.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You know, you just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public.
Okay, you know how easy it is for you to turn off a TV show that you don't find entertaining?
Can be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch it
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had people
Ben
come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years. of my
Guess what? You know how easy it was for a nigga to turn that shit off?
I've had kids come up to me and say these things. So
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same.
Get out of the seat. What do you do? Nigga, first of all, you probably the same age as these niggas. Get out of the seat. Get out of the seat, bro. Get out of the seat. Get out of the seat. I don't even want to hear you no more.
Menu makes the same food every day. Bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the most difficult shit.
Nobody said it wasn't hard. Fuck. What are you talking about?
How are you gonna disrespect your mom like that?
Nobody said it wasn't hard. Get out of the seat. What the? This nigga making me mad. For real.
She
dude.
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude,
And
honestly.
She works 2
How?
Okay,
she works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. You don't want to watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I got to get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm going to be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah,
Whoa, come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun.
But they have to plan these fucking fun things to make it entertaining. That's the thing. These niggas are talking about physical stress. We're talking about physical stress, everything. It's not just, bro.
Not at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
You're on his diesel.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No, listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
No,
Let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking
okay,
pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up, I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He got Chanel
I
earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So
Yeah,
you
this,
don't-
you know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
So he got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro.
No
I
energy.
can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we can just scrub
Guess
something
what?
around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is fried.
You know what's crazy?
My mind
9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work.
You already did my
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
What I'm saying, bro. Y'all look like
I don't
bad.
have the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
What?
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my
Huh?
turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give yours. Give a man a rope. Wait,
It means.
Wow.
Get this racist out of here.
Play
There's
it.
no social
All right,
cues.
all right.
Oh, you're back? Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Uh-huh.
You say you don't like people. It's all about.
Wasn't she on was she on something else? Wasn't she on one of the videos with my boy from TikTok? I forgot his name.
Relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'm an
you
introvert.
said,
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
and that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
I'm a superhero, no cape. This is what I like to see. Jason is a fast rising Twitch streamer known for energetic gaming, IRL streams, committed content. Basically, they're all the same thing. It just worded it differently, basically, for all these niggas. Since joining FaZe in April, I mean, they don't all make the same content, but it basically worded all the same description, it's just in different words. Since joining FaZe in April 2024, he's amassed around 1.4 million Twitch followers, peaked at 100,000 plus subscribers during a subathon, and was briefly the second most subscribed Twitch streamer most subscribed streamer on Twitch.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
Wait, after the stuff done?
How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
This nigga clip farming.
I think streaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question.
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again. My question.
Why is she laughing at everything? That shit not funny.
Why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you love that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide. I had to make sacrifice. And
So
that's
you-
what you have to
so
do.
you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I
touch
was flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person.
Bro, it is bro, we're humans. Being a social being and human touch is normal. Normal. What are you talking about?
Maybe
But
1, 2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
What are you talking about? Interacting with people in real life, physical touch, is normal. It's something we do every day. Streaming, being a content creator, being entertaining is not normal. It's something that mainly a lot of gifted people can do. A lot of people that put their work and mind into it. This streaming shit not easy, bro.
No, that's my point. That's my point.
Streaming is harder
Was
than
that
9 to 5. That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bat.
He's a millionaire now. He has millions of subscribers now. He has millions of Twitch followers now. Because he gave up one girl that he can go find another girl for later on. Millions of girls out there.
Ag.
He
ran up a bag.
You
did it for a bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick something that I love? Something that I'm passionate about, and motion. I pick motion.
You gotta get to that bag, D.
I'm Lala Costa.
Lala Costa? Amazing name.
That's your real name?
I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent of people's fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of. I
You
started.
feel stuck.
Millions of people. He didn't already created this shit. Millions of people want to see him. This is what I'm talking about right here. If a nigga just say for instance you build a fucking community of millions of people and niggas want to see you, you can't just leave and go leave, my nigga. You can't do that. Because guess what? Those people are interactively care about you. This is what he built. And he can't just leave it.
Stuck.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm,
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
all the time.
it's the same thing?
Yeah.
Same thing. You know how easy it is to like I just said 10 minutes ago. You know how easy it is to change the channel. You know how easy it is to go to the next video. You know how easy it is to fucking cut off YouTube. You know how easy it is to cut off TikTok. You know how easy it is to cut off Instagram. This shit is easy. But you have to figure out how. You have to figure out how to keep those people entertained and not cut off your video, and not cut off your stream, and not cut off your Instagram reel, and not cut off your TikTok. How can you figure out how to entertain other people?
I have to. That TV show can't. It's done. What happens to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no. I'm saying if thousands of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people.
on-
You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
Your
It's
father would
gone.
stop. Would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
In September 2022, Swag signed an exclusive streaming contract with YouTube Gaming, becoming the first face camera member to do so. During this tenure on YouTube, Swag achieved significant milestones, including a record-setting 80 kills in a single Warzone match alongside fellow Nuke Squad members. He broke into the top 250 of the Warzone 3 rank, and his clinched a pivotal victory in his WSOW qualifier, securing him $1 million purse with his loadout strategy.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14. I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more stop than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. In 2025, roughly 0.4 to 0.42% of Americans are likely to be licensed practicing attorneys, equivalent to 1 in every 240 people. Damn.
The job is just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people
I was
like you
was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck.
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No. But
So many.
hold on. But specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait, okay. Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky?
It depends. It depends on what you're doing as a content creator or streamer. What Swag does, that nigga's purely talented. Niggas, a lot of niggas can't hop on. Not saying that niggas can't learn how to do the shit he does, but a lot of niggas can't hop on the game and do crazy trick shots and get 80 kills in a Warzone game. It's not, no.
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, the
So you
game.
were sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I was
camera.
16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
You weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah.
So y'all disrespecting niggas now. Y'all disrespecting the work that the nigga put in for years. No bullshit. I'm gonna go to the comments and see what niggas gotta say about this shit too.
It wasn't luck. Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
I got four. I got four.
No.
Let me get my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
like-
you're
So that's not luck. That's
like
pure.
less than
That's pure
1%.
skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky? Are they lucky?
I mean,
no, they
have
What? So you telling me, bro? There is nobody out there that's better than LeBron James or Michael Jordan at basketball in their primes. No.
They have a talent. They have
They
a
were-
talent.
they had a
but
team.
as,
So what
you
he
know how
do-
many talented people out there and don't get.
No, you're missing the point, miss. You're missing the point, though. There's other people out there that can play basketball, yes. But are they better than LeBron James? Are they on the same level as Michael Jordan? No. My nigga.
The chance, they don't get the shot at it.
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said. You just
No.
said.
What he did
I
to get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented, don't get the shot to do what he does.
But are they as good as him?
But I didn't even get a shot. It was well, I did it off the strength of me. You know, there was no one who gave
He
me
worked
a
his
shot.
ass off.
That I simply was. You dead ass?
Yo, you being serious?
I know that. You ugly as hell, nigga. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Fucking man, God, man, bruh. Niggas just think this. You think this shit a game, bruh? We dead ass, nigga.
Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking, if that's luck,
Where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we don't have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specific pure talent. And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
Why is he?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly. That's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying, though, you couldn't hop on a game and
couldn't
do
do
what
it.
I
You-
do.
you couldn't do
That's
it.
a skill.
Your son couldn't do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many
They
hours
can't.
a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I would wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here.
This shit not funny.
To you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something,
maybe.
it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like
You don't think you don't think it's talent?
You're just too old to understand.
Ooh, that's yeah.
Basically. Literally.
I can't argue that because
Y'all could never
I gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You come
shit.
from a generation where this didn't exist. This career. You looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grow up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
Oh.
and it's fun. But it's like
Yes, bro. That shit. Thank you, bro. That shit disrespectful. Niggas just laughing and shit. The niggas is dead ass. Niggas spent years of hard work on this shit, bro. Nigga done went through all the hard times. Niggas done probably cried doing it and all type of shit. Real talk. That shit not funny, bro.
That's okay.
Oh, you gotta fight back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice meeting you.
No bullshit.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice
This
What's up?
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking
We
it back
fall
to
off.
that's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way you can do.
You can go get another job. The same way you can go to another company, go do the same thing. But which one is harder, rebuilding yourself or going to another job? Just going to another job.
Do if you get laid off. You get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's kind of is it not the same concept? Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
What are you talking about, bro? In 2020, widespread furlough happened because of
I know, but if you lose a job, you can't.
You just get another
No,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of walking through my resume.
I uploaded videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did you you uploaded 7 videos and didn't get any views?
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked. I worked.
Oh, so that you had another job?
As a parking attendant, yes.
Okay, and was that harder?
No.
And what?
Than streaming?
Fuck no.
I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't soessound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were
Still
chilling.
making that money,
Doing a
nigga.
good job.
Waiting for.
When cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well, that's
security.
That's
I
a
just
one
go,
nine
I go
to
like this. I
five.
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill.
Yo, right there. All right, bet.
For the talent. You can master it with, sorry,
But people
my
play.
next.
Millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
That they have their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted-
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso.
Yeah,
That's like, what?
Saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You
And win it.
couldn't. You couldn't
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
You have to work for it,
I know.
but
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing.
I'm
Like,
not
oh, it's
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill.
it's
I didn't
easy.
say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you
how
can
do
own.
you how do you
can
know
master.
how do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I've
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other.
Were you good though? And what are you talking about? You have to entertain people, bro. It's not easy. You can't just hop on the game and sit there and be quiet and play the game. It's not easy.
Not a professional level, though.
No, not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
is-
do you know?
what
But how
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work
Uh-huh.
and editing and filming and constantly.
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just all pure skill.
So most of these people that are on this list on here are basically biased.
I had to put tens of thousands of hours.
Could you get a
And
refresh
realistically-
zone, Tarping? Could you?
Because they've never streamed. They've never did a YouTube video. They never created. Like, how can you know if you've never done it before? That's bias, right?
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players? You
I
couldn't.
can also put. I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short
terms
launch pad?
from
When you're
my
trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
No,
launch
I
pad?
don't. But if I
Exactly,
want,
you couldn't, but Excel sheet, you could do Excel sheet.
no, but exactly. I
They're
can
just talking. They're just talking game.
These
and
refreshes
As a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us four
Put on
took 3 days, you don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So let's get you, so let's
In 3 days? What?
pay for her whatever it is.
Hey,
give me 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how the job works. You pay me, I'll get the job done.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era. So, and technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with cars. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and we respect where they are. Yeah. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think. So.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.